Oh my gosh. Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, I guess,
Who
for
knows,
people around the
honestly.
world. Um, Thank you for the Wicked raid. So, this is for you, Wicked.
Yay!
Ah, I don't know if that was ASMR enough, but in my head it was. I did not think I was gonna make it here on time. I just came out of the theater, fresh out of How to Train Your Dragon, and I texted Tugs. I was like, "So I might be late. We'll see." I had 1 minute to spare when I got to my desk.
She made it. I don't know how you did it, to be honest. I was like, I figured you were gonna be late,
Well,
which
the
is
crazy
fine.
thing is to get to the theater, it takes me 15 minutes to get there, okay? But I
Mhm.
forgot that going home, it takes me 10 minutes. Not because of
Oh,
traffic, but because of the highway. It makes no sense to take the highway there, but it makes sense to take the highway back.
oh, that's weird. I can't
Yeah.
judge too bad because we have our frontage road or whatever is the same way.
We got
Like,
weird. Yeah,
yeah, you take the highway one place, but then you take the side road back. It's all messed up.
actually, it's exactly that. The frontage road to get onto the highway, you have to travel around a block or something. It's ridiculous, but it's fine. It's just coming back. It's just way, way easier. But anyways, everyone's alive on the road. I left them alive, I swear. And we've
Yay!
got a great show today. I feel like I'm running out of titles, but at the same time, they just kind of write themselves. I'm really excited for these top two topics, which is Ozemp I want to call it Ozempic.
Duke was looking at the Duke was looking at the stream on his YouTube, I guess that popped up for him, and he was like, "You guys are talking about Ozempic dick?" And I was like,
It's apparently a
"Sure."
thing. It's apparently
I
a
don't
thing.
know.
I think it's very simple. I don't actually know. We'll look into the article in a moment, but apparently there are reports that if you take Ozempic, guys' peens get bigger,
Well, yeah,
right?
because you lost a bunch of weight.
But anyways, we'll get into it then. But then
It's
we
not
also
getting
have
bigger, you're just getting smaller.
Ay. And then we
Hey.
have Cosmopolitan wrote an article uh titled Why Guys Get Turned On When You Orgasm dot 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 and why that's a bad thing. Anyways, like I
Mhm.
said, we will
Anything.
get there. But anyways, Tugs, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Mm,
I'm cold. I'm gonna go grab a
really
jacket,
good.
actually. I'm
Actually,
freezing.
well, this gives us time, but I am using my blanket right now. What I'm
I
saying.
know! Have you put it on eBay, right? It's live?
I did. It's officially on eBay. So for
Yay!
those that were kind of curious, I had
Hold
an
on,
art
be right back.
project over the last few days, and well, weeks. It's finally out there, but it's on eBay. You can get a handmade crocheted blanket by me, also slept in by me. For well, we'll see. Right now it's at $83. That the base price was to cover the cost of the materials, and then on top of that, of course, shipping. So everything on top else is, you're getting at least that. Now, is it perfect? No. Is it good? Yes. I love the feel of this. And yep. Hurt says I'm the top bidder right now. Nobody bid on it. Yep. So if you guys want it, this is on eBay till next week, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. So is that 83 Canadian? Yes, 83 Canadian, which I don't know how much that is. 83 CAD to USD. Right now, that's $60 US. Staccato, what's the item number? I'll just pop it in chat. It's also in the description below if you're interested in that. But I'll give you choices. Whoever ends up getting the blanket, you can either just have au natural or I could spray my perfume on it as well when I send it off. So, uh, yes, whoever gets it, we'll talk. But also, if you do miss out on it, essentially, I'm gonna be making blankets like this every couple weeks to months. So there's options if you want more blankets in the future.
Oh, I was
So
like, "Huh?"
Yeah. But it's super warm, it's super comfy. I actually quite like using it. I kind of want to
Keep it for yourself.
eh, but I have a gray and red one. So
Oh, okay.
I'll have one. That one just has that was my first blanket. It just has a lot of tails and I didn't do the proper uh
Tails.
switches of colors and whatnot. So it's not perfect, but that's why I'm keeping it for myself because I didn't want someone to take actual bad work. This is like way better. So Musk O X-ray. Yeah.
You gotta spray your perfume on it. Or did you do that already?
I have options. There's the two I use. So you
Your
guys could
vanilla, what is it? Vanilla tobacco?
vanilla tobacco, Tom Ford vanilla tobacco, or
Vanilla tobacco.
Penhaligon's something Constance.
Which
So
is also vanilla tobacco.
yes, but with cardamom, okay?
I'm not judging all of my, with the exception of like one, and it's the Cinderella line that came out with Bath and Body Works a couple months ago. But all of my like Bath and Body Works scents, or all of my favorite scents, are all coconut or beach themed.
Hey, if it's your smells you like,
I
yeah.
like to smell like I'm at the beach lathering myself in sunscreen with pina coladas all day. Okay, I
Mhm.
don't know what to
Mhm.
tell you.
Hurt says so it's not a new blanket then. False advertising. Well, it's
Well,
new-ish.
listen, Hurts. Why are you being so picky, Hurts? Listen,
Hurts be hurts.
listen.
Love you, Hurts. Oh
Golly.
gosh. All right. Before we get into some of our topics, Cajun Corey for $5 says, if you watch an Apple store get robbed, are you an eyewitness? That's a good one. Did you make that one up, Corey? I'm curious. I'm curious. Cajun Corey with another $5 says, I accidentally took my cat's meds last night. Don't ask meow.
Wow.
These are top tier. Thank you. Thank you. And Chick74 for $2 says, say Chic is awesome. I die happy man. I think you have to do it too.
He didn't specify, so there you
Oh,
are.
okay. Well, there you go. Damn.
Don't die though. That would be terrible. You know what? You know
Denied.
what? You said it though. You said it, and that means it's on you, not on me.
Well, the blanket is on me, so I don't know.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
living in this sweatshirt right now. Shout out to Gabby,
I
by
am
the
living
way.
for warmth and comfiness.
Ah,
All right. So let's start off with some of our lighter stuff. I say lighter, but we'll see. So this is a Us Weekly article, I guess. The reason for the divorce was my husband finding the video I did with 20 guys on our wedding day. Oh, of Greater Tiffany, Wisconsin. Hey, on your wedding day, is this something you talked about? You know, Tugs is like in shock right now.
I don't know why. I don't know why I continue to be shocked by these people. I don't. I don't know why.
Okay, so like realistically, I if they have had conversations about her work and he's okay with it, to the extent that she is apparently saying in this quote, then does he have a right to be mad? Matey, I'm sorry. So the four choices for this is the light topics, okay?
Yeah, he does. That's their wedding night. You can't turn it off for one night, lady.
I don't know.
Jeez.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, okay? So this is the actual article from Us
This is a
Weekly.
very article. I'm here for it.
All right. So OnlyFans star Tiffany Wisconsin is blaming her divorce on a not so common marriage hangup. Wait, this is not so common.
Wait,
I wouldn't
it's
have
not
guessed.
common?
I wouldn't
What?
have guessed, you know?
Weird.
A video of the 20 men she claims to have slept with. The reason for the divorce was my husband finding the video I did with 20 guys on our wedding night. She wrote via Instagram on Wednesday, June 4th.
You know, I wasn't gonna have a drink tonight, but maybe I need to.
You know, what's the point of being married if you're going to be sharing yourself like that? I don't know.
Sharing is caring. It could be fun or something.
I guess. I mean, is it? But being married means that you're committing yourself to another person. So sharing should not be caring. Sharing is bad, 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 bad.
Yikes.
Yeah. Hertz is right. Something borrowed, something new, something Bonnie Blue, and 20 guys peens in you. That rhymed almost.
Wow, Dr. Seuss, who?
This is the OF version. Dr. OnlyFans. Oh. But anyways, the accompanying video she captioned, hardest thing I've ever been through. Yeah, that's a lot of hard things in you, I'm sure. Jumped from a shot of Wisconsin in her wedding dress to her crying in her car and finally to a group of men ascending a staircase shown only from the waist down. It's unclear whether Wisconsin 35 was being serious. Her Instagram page also includes a video of someone she calls her 70-year-old boyfriend and other men with whom she's created content. This keeps getting grosser and grosser. Wisconsin launched her OnlyFans in 2020, a time in which she says she was overwhelmed as a stay-at-home mom in a marriage she was trying to get out of. Damn, girl. So she got divorced 5 years ago, met another dude.
She's getting divorced again.
Getting married. She's probably getting divorced again. And OF creator.
Man.
Look, I'm not knocking it. If you were a stay-at-home mom and didn't know what to do to make money, and you're a pretty woman, it's a pretty easy choice, especially at that time when you couldn't actually get a job. 2020, of course. But you know, these are the types of conversations you have, and I think corn stars do have these conversations. Work is work, you know. That's one part of my life, but we're not bringing that together on the wedding night. Who does that?
I'm trying to figure out, and maybe the article will go into it, but I'm trying to figure out if she did the video on her wedding night or he found the video on their wedding night.
No, she said finding the video I did with 20 guys on our wedding night. The video was on the wedding night.
I did with 20 guys on our wedding night. Right, but okay.
Assuming. So she said, I was browsing online looking into ways to navigate financial independence and stumbled upon the app. She shared in 2023. Curious, I turned to my sister and asked if she knew about it. She thought it was a platform for celebrities, which left me intrigued. Now, she has set her sights on a new goal amid the growing trend of competitive sex among OF creators. She announced in May that she plans on trying to sleep with 5,000 men in the span of 1 week.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a drink.
Okay, I thought this was light. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't read into it as much as I probably should have.
I'm thinking the Ozempic dicks were probably the lightest thing and not just because of the weight loss. But
I was not ready for the 5,000 men bit. Oh my God. And she's married, guys. Twice over.
Imagine my shock.
God. So this summer I was going to be a 2,000 guy challenge, but unfortunately someone's already doing it and I don't want to copy or anything. So I decided I'm going to do 5,000. She shared in
Why
Insta
not
video.
3,000? Why not?
Yeah. Why not 2,000 in a day? Well, we've talked about this. The fact that Bonnie Blue was doing this competitive, trying to outdo each other, this was going to end up in content creators like her, Wisconsin, doing these challenges because we're just trying to do. Oh, we're back to the horror wars, guys. I'm gonna out horror you. Cad, this is like The Price is Right, but with sex. Yes, Hokies. So I know I can do it, and it's going to be really hard, but I'm not going to do it in one day. I'm going to do it in the span of a week. So if she gets ahead of herself and does like 2,500 of them, half of them in the first day, she might be fine. Also, though, it's probably not good for your parts.
So she's like, I need a nurse on site. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a team plan it out and plan an itinerary at 9 to 9:05. That's your time slot, dude. Okay.
John Edgar says, assuming a 7-day week, not a 5-day work week, that's 30 guys an hour. If you do it for 5 days, what is 7
So they get
days
2
then?
minutes each.
Yeah. If it's all 7 days though, 7 Saturday through Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah. The Saturday through Sunday. I wonder what it'd be a little better for her.
The poor 5,000th man. Ew. Ew. I'm going to be needing as many men, so please share this with your friends, your family, coworkers, whoever, to get the word out because I really want to make this happen.
You guys heard it here first, chat.
If you guys want to get easy pickings amongst 5,000 men, you can approach Wisconsin here. So she apparently found plenty of support in the comments, including from OF star Lily Phillips, who made a YouTube documentary chronicling how she slept with 100 men in one day. Now, she didn't make the documentary. Another creator did. I guess she just allowed it. So she said, LOL, I love you. If you need help, you know who to call.
Ghostbusters?
Might need an exorcism after this, to be fair. Now, looking at her wedding pictures, she looks kind of like a plain Jane. I will say this picture she must be edited. Because I'm not seeing the same thing. You know?
Yeah. Oh, hi. You know, you could go cuddle with Duke in the bed where it's nice and comfortable, but no, you got to be under the desk.
Yeah. That's gross.
I'm so sorry if anybody was eating.
I love reading comments. So under the post on Twitter, people are saying, amazing how she blames the husband finding the video instead of herself for filming it.
Yep. Ow. Herself for filming it.
Oh. Yep. Wokes call her a strong woman, but medical terms should be she's a whore. Good reason for divorce. Just 20 guys. I just think that is it's sad. It's sad. I feel bad for her hubby. She should not be platformed like this, I don't think. But the thing is, being viral like this helps her with her content. Yep. Gross. Nightmare for $2. Is Tiffany related to Whitney? I don't know who Whitney, Wisconsin is. Sorry. Do you? Okay. No. Sorry. No idea. I only found out about her sometime last week when I found that article. So, yeah. Now, do you want to see something else that apparently went viral? And, you know, it's not as bad. It's lighter. Okay. I promise this is lighter. I promise. So tattooing bikini lines. So I look
my gosh,
all year round.
I saw this on TikTok.
I think it's just so funny.
I'm just gonna keep scrolling.
But I also the way that they did it, I don't know why they wouldn't just stop it right at the boob line. Because if you wear deep plunging V, you know, they might see the bikini line still and that stop there. So she literally is getting white tattooed on her. No, it's real. It's real evildoer. And also behind your neck, do you just stop at the back there?
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't like that it stops at the top of her boobs. She might as well just have committed and done the whole boob.
Maybe it blends in with the color of her boob, like her actual boob. Because you know, I don't tan topless, so if she doesn't tan topless, maybe they color matched her. I don't know.
Well, if you wear a very certain tops, you would still see like the part there. So you can see in certain angles, like, you know, they didn't go all the way down. I mean, to be fair, it actually looks good. It looks like a bikini line.
So you get a
not saying it's
see how
good.
perfect it is.
I'm not saying it's good, but like in a picture, it definitely looks like she got a tan. Did she whiten the undercarriage? No, she didn't. I don't know, Tugs, would you do it?
Just go outside. I mean, she wants to look tan all year long, right? The winter, we get it. We get it. Okay, nobody's got tan lines in the winter, unless you go fake bake or something.
Yeah.
But dang, I don't know.
Like, you should actually be getting this around your neck too, because that's just weird that it stops there.
It's so dumb. Like, why? This can't
I'm
be
no
real.
obsessed.
It can't be real. It can't be real. It can't be real. There's no way. I don't think the color would have turned out like that. Is there a tattoo artist in the chat?
You can get white tattoos, yes.
Yeah, but like that? I don't know how that works. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'll have to ask Duke's sister. She's a tattoo artist. Is this AI?
Well, there was one tattoo. Okay, young girl that got tattooed at age 12. I think it was age 12. There's a girl that wanted to go get a tattoo in Arizona, and she wanted one of like Trump, like a MAGA Trump tattoo. And the tattoo artist, I think, like, parents consented and said yes, it's fine. But
okay, that's
yeah.
fine.
So what happened was he said, come back in a year, and if you still want it, like, I'll do it. And I think he suggested, oh, here. So this is the article. It's actually younger. So there was a debate over a girl, 9 years old, getting tattooed in southwestern Arizona. Apparently,
A 9? Okay, that's a little young, but
yeah.
hey.
According to social media post by the artist, he tattooed an American flag on the girl who was accompanied by her parents. A video posted by the artist shows the young girl getting tattooed at the shop. The Instagram video states that her parents brought the girl to Yuma from out of state. She originally wanted a tattoo of Donald Trump on her neck. But the artist said in the post that he convinced her to get something more patriotic, like an image of an American flag. A year later, the girl came back for a touch-up of the tattoo. The video sparked a debate online from people criticizing the tattoo shop. According to Arizona law, it's legal to tattoo a child with the parent's permission. So I feel like I understand why this guy did it, because guess what? She probably would just continue shopping until she found a tattoo artist that said yes. And can you imagine her getting that Donald Trump tattoo on her neck?
Nobody should be getting any tattoos on their necks in general, but
In general, probably not, but like, this is insane
This
to
is
get
a
a
video
tattoo
that caught our
at 9.
attention. A tattoo artist giving a tattoo to a 9-year-old girl posted on Instagram by the artist himself. It happened at Black Onyx Empire Tattoo in Yuma, and it was actually the second time the young girl came here. The Instagram video states her parents brought her here from out of state, wanting a tattoo showing Donald Trump on the girl's neck. According to Arizona law, it's legal to do this to a minor with the parent's permission.
It is one of the most frustrating things about our career field, and you're in Arizona, which has no regulations.
Ben Shaw with the Alliance of Professional Tattooists says Arizona is one of the least regulated states for tattoo artists, where no license is required to practice.
Ooh.
oh, Arizona,
Hey,
why?
at least he talked her down to a flag and not Donald Trump.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I think the parents are dumb for letting the kid. You could say no, okay, parents? You could say no. I think they should have said no from the very beginning. But I get why the tattoo artist did it, because I think in good conscience, he did a better job than what other tattoo artists would have done. Some who don't have morals would have just done it. They got parents' consent. Why not?
That's crazy. Although I will say, at least now she won't be trafficked.
She will grow up, and she still has more growing to do. So that tattoo is not going to look the same in a couple years.
Where it's at, actually, it probably will be okay.
Unless she gets bigger.
When she gains weight, it'll probably stretch. But she's now, they've protected her now from getting trafficked. So kudos, I guess.
Yay. Kudos. So I'm going through some of the replies, and some of these tattoos that other people got are freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
So this girl got Kevin on her forehead.
Oh yeah, so I was reading the replies on her original video, and somebody said that it's a paint gun that they use, not an actual needle gun, so it's not permanent. It was a.
Thank
it's a gun.
freaking goodness.
Yeah.
But that would be a funny one if she did get it. Who would? Who would? There's this guy. I thought this was actually kind of funny. I like it.
Oh, that's funny. That's cute, bud. Why?
Oh, this one I thought was hilarious.
You know what though? That only, I mean, it's funny, but girl, you at least keep the booty round if you're gonna do that. You know, get that BBL, girl.
Wait, is it the same girl? Wait,
Yeah,
let's
it's
go
the
back.
same girl.
Oh yeah. So maybe this is a paint gun then.
Yeah, it's totally not real.
I could see girls doing this though. Maybe one day. Anyways, like I said, a lighter post. I thought that was nicer than talk about that last thing.
Oh boy.
But anyways. Okay. We'll
People
keep
be
it on the light
crazy.
note. We'll keep it on the light note, guys.
Ozempics.
You want to go with the
Ozempics. Oh my gosh. Oh no, this one first.
No, we're gonna do this one. This is lighter than Ozempics. If you understand what she did
Ozempic.
wrong, just comment
Ozempics.
a period. Now, I've never installed a
This is what I was fucking.
I've never installed a TV, like a wall-mounted TV stand. So I don't know what she did wrong.
I have an idea. I'll say it, and y'all in the chat can tell me if I'm right or not.
Okay.
I think I
This
know.
is what I was fucking born to do. Next, let's go.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum,
Okay.
bum, bum,
Wait,
bum.
okay.
Okay, so right there. See, it came out of the wall. She didn't put it in a stud. That's what I think she did wrong. She didn't just put it on, she just put it on the wall. She didn't look for a stud. So it's relying on just the wall, which
The
is literally
plaster.
nothing. You
Okay,
literally punch a hole through it. That's what I think she did wrong. And if I'm right, does this mean that I win the wife card?
Not in the stud. Called it. Not anchored properly. Hey, honestly, as a person who's put up curtains not in the studs,
I'm a man.
you know, I get it. It's just unfortunate that hers was a TV first and not like curtains. Curtains you can hide a little bit.
can
This you
quit
can't
now.
hide.
I can quit now. I can quit. I'm good.
But her poor kitty, the kitty's just like sitting and chilling out, and her time got ruined. Oh! And the look on her face, like, uh-oh, I gone down effed up. Everyone can be a strong, independent woman.
Yeah, like her couch is like, fucking, I'll pay a man. Ouch.
And she hurt herself too. Poor kitty. It's a big cat. Damn.
He's a big cat.
Damn.
The cat's like, put me down.
Yeah. And stuff like this is why I like having a man around, you know, open jars, put stuff on walls, build shelves. You know how much easier it is for a guy to build a shelf versus me build a shelf?
Sorry, I'm just bragging over here that I got it right.
Okay, Tugs, when I need to install a TV, I'm gonna call you.
This is not the same girl, no.
But
I got it right. I get a man card. Hey!
you want a man card that bad, Missy?
Do I get a man card now? Am I pretty cool now? Do I get to hang with the boys?
I think you do.
I'm feeling the effects of masculinity. I want to go to war.
I think
I
you
want
do.
a lightsaber.
I'm
a man.
Well, I want one of those theory sabers. I keep saying I want to go get one.
Theory? Damn it.
I know. I'll get one day. He's doing very well with those. One day.
I want a Jaina Solo one specifically though.
I just want the one that is, it's like a copper handle. It looks really pretty. The one that he has. Which saber it is, I have no freaking clue. and it makes noises, the zoom, zoom, as you're like
Oh, yeah.
moving it around.
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom. Anyways, I'm gonna pretend I didn't do that.
I do build stuff. I built this desk. I put this desk together all by myself.
Ooh, I'm getting toasty now. Sorry, blanket. Blanket's gotta go.
She's getting toasty because I'm talking about how manly I am.
Ooh, I'm getting so turned on. I need a man in my life. I think.
I'm a man!
You know who else apparently needs a man in her life?
No.
Uh-oh. Well, this woman is upset after her ex left her for a heavier white woman after she underwent several upgrades. He made me feel like I'm not beautiful because he preferred someone else, she said. All right.
Yeah, have you ever noticed? I'm just gonna go on a limb here that her boyfriend was also black. Have you ever noticed there's a lot of black men that leave their black girlfriends for white girls? I don't know why that is,
yeah.
but that's a thing I've noticed.
It's just the thing. It's just the thing. Anyways, okay. So just looking at her, she's got a ton of piercings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, did I count right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 on her face. She has more piercings than I do on my whole body. And that's just on her face. She could have piercings elsewhere.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And how do you kiss someone with some of these? Like, I would actually be afraid with the bottom piercing.
How do you do anything with that? Like, I wouldn't let her anywhere near my bits at all.
Oh God, I didn't even think of that. And well, she has the grills. Oh, she's got a tongue ring too.
Oh God, no.
She got a tongue ring as well. 19. Chat, I have 2 piercings. 1 in each ear. Why are you guys asking? This is weird. Okay, anyways.
I have 5.
2 in the ears and 1 in the belly button?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know technically I have 4, but the second hole's in my ears closed.
Oh no. We can fix
So,
that.
I don't really care that much. I don't really care that much.
Give me a sharp needle.
Well, yeah, you can't even see the ears, so we don't know for sure what she's got going on down there.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, there could be more than 19. All right, let's just see what she has to say.
Left me for a heavy-set Caucasian woman. He made me feel so low with wanting to be me and who I am. He literally made me feel like I'm not beautiful because he wanted a different preference.
She's not willing to change for a man.
My ex
God, it moves around so much when she talks.
left me for a heavy-set.
Oh my God.
Let's just let it play. Like, it just looks. Plus, she's wearing like white contacts. Like, she makes me think of the snake or the cat guy.
Cheshire cat?
No, I don't know if it's a Cheshire cat, but like the guy who did the body modifications, tattoos, and the piercings.
Oh, in
to
real
look like
life.
a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's got this top piercing in the middle here on top of a grill. And for those of you who are not familiar with grills in person, you just see them like your lips don't close all the way over a grill a lot of the time because it's puffy and they're diamonds or whatever. And so you automatically have to talk different anyway. How is she not just catching those piercings on that grill all the time? How is she?
I think the big balls are what helps, like the bearings. But either way, like I would not want her anywhere near my peen if I had a peen. Not gonna lie.
Those are contacts for sure. We're not quite there yet.
Can you do a modification of the eyes like that? Like
I don't think so. I'm sure it's coming, but I don't know about now.
I know you can tattoo the eyes. I've seen got people do black, but not white. Especially on the iris. I don't know if you could tattoo the iris and change that. But do we blame the ex for going for this girl? No. If he cheated on her, I still think that's bad. Even with all these body modifications, it's not a nice feeling. He should have done the right thing and broke up with her. But I think that if you do so many changes like this to deviate from a normal looking person, which the girl here, she is, pretty normal looking. She's a little heavier set, but I think, for her size, she's pretty. What would I choose? Would I choose blonde who's normal and overweight over
You could fix
fit?
weight. Weight is very easily fixed.
Yeah.
Well, not easily,
Well, I
but
mean,
you
you
guys know what I mean.
fix this too. She just takes the piercings out.
Well, here's the thing though, is she's gonna be scarred though. Well, not all of them, but she's gonna have some scars from all that, especially in the tongue.
Well, the one on
Mm-mm.
her bridge, that one
Yeah.
to me.
Well, and the two up here
Ugh.
are I can't think of the proper terminology for them, but they all have to surgically remove those because they're literally like gunned into your forehead. Like they're
Ooh.
not
Like, how
they're
does it
not like
stay
the
in?
other ones you can take out like a normal earring, but these ones are the same ones that the girlies, remember they were popular on like the collarbone and stuff. You literally have to have them surgically removed. Once they're in there, they don't come out. So
Yeah.
that's gonna scar her. These cheek ones are probably gonna leave. Those leave scars just because of where they are. Like she's a mess.
Yeah.
Girl, go to therapy. Go to therapy.
I think if you can't blame a person for leaving you, especially if he went into the relationship where she didn't have the piercings and the tattoos. I didn't even look at the tattoos. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. She's covered.
She got face tattoos. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want someone to not look at your face tattoos, get 18 piercings on your face. But yeah, there's going to be a lot to get you back there, but
Duke in here.
there's going to be a certain type of guy who will want you. Most men are not going to want you. And that's, you're putting yourself into a niche category by doing that.
Hun, you ready for this? See this girl? She's mad that her boyfriend dumped her for the overweight chubby white girl.
Take the overweight chubby white girl too.
Chat said the same thing.
You're welcome for the nightmares.
Oh god. So,
good lord.
I understand her ex.
Yeah,
I
that man
feel
dodged the
bad.
bullet. We love it when the red flags are so obvious. That doesn't always happen, but sometimes people are walking red flags, and we appreciate you. We
that girl is
appreciate
a
you,
walking
my
red
walking
flag.
red flags. Thank you.
WTF. Exactly. Exactly.
What if she stepped outside during a thunderstorm?
Oh my god, she'd be a beacon for lightning. Mhm. All right, I'm gonna put something on here that is a lot more pleasant to look at. Okay, I promise. I promise, chat. No,
Oh.
no. So this is about the cheating culture, and we're gonna learn some words. And for context, there was a note here. So Noma Kai is paid by the employees, not the company. So keep that in mind, chat.
Okay. For what?
We talked about cheating.
Cheating while being in a relationship is very common things to happen. Nande is this happen? Reason number one is that Japanese people working for Japanese company, and there's a really unique culture called nomikai. What is nomikai is where almost every Friday night after work, you go out drinking with your co-worker, your boss, basically every company worker, and get super drunk.
We do this on Wednesday night.
I suddenly have a newfound respect for Japan.
Every Wednesdays. That's why we're called Poor Choices, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
And end up they're going to Sobrand. Interesting things about this is that all those is paid by the company expense.
So that's where apparently it's played by employees. So not the company. Allegedly, according to Twitter notes.
Interesting.
So best.
What?
I said interesting. Some Japanese companies like, no, 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 no.
We don't do that. We don't do
We
that.
don't do that.
Oh God, that's every day in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, except for the brothel part. I don't believe you.
Okay,
in
that's
Grabthar.
what I was thinking. Okay, grab their.
I don't believe you.
Now
believe
I
you.
have to
I
know
don't
where the
believe you.
brothels are. Where
I
are the
wanna
brothels in
be
Wisconsin?
Where the brothels are. All right. Anyway.
Basically, going to Sopland, getting super drunk at izakaya bar is also part of the connection as a company members. But yes,
Do you feel connected by going to a brothel?
I'm so distracted by her boobs. I can't even listen to
They're
what she's saying.
fantastic. Yes. They're
She doesn't
brothels.
look real. Is she fake? Is this AI? Is she a real person? I want a DNA test
I think she's real.
immediately.
I think she's real. But regardless, what she's saying is apparently pretty true. I guess this is the American in me. I would not be okay with this, and I'm sure a lot of women here would not be okay with this. If I had to choose between an emotional or a physical cheating, though, I guess physical, if it's just a one-time thing, I could be okay with. Not emotional. If I had a choice. If I had a choice.
Extra girls had too many Trulies.
But yeah. In this very moment, she kind of looks AI.
She looks very much like the what's the chibi like the NPC anime girl thing that everybody's the girlies are doing on TikTok. Yeah, that's what she reminds me of.
and partner has to accept that, and then most of the Japanese people accept because it's just company events at the end of the day. Do you think that nomikai and going to Sopran with your coworker or boss is necessary?
No.
No.
See, at my job, we just went to Yard House for happy hour and we had cheesy fries. Like what?
Yeah, we just went out for food.
Oh, freak.
No, maybe one of my favorite jobs that I worked at, we the boss loved going to like clubs, so they ended up getting a table or a booth
Oh, yeah.
and getting a drinks.
We
my
did that
favorite
when I
was
worked at the hotels, yeah, but we never went to a
Oh,
strip club.
day bar. We might have gone to a strip club once, but
We went to nightclubs and day clubs.
no one did the brothel part. It was just a strip club.
That's what you think.
Okay, no one that I knew cheated. And we also went to a girls' strip club with a bunch of different girls. So,
Ooh.
oh God, it's very necessary. Make it happen, America.
Wait, what? John Ecker says, I have it on good authority that Walmart company execs hire prostitutes on company expense accounts. I'm going to get a job at Walmart.
Is this in America or only? Because, I mean, there's Walmarts in Canada. Maybe I should work at Walmart. Actually, I'll just go back to my old job where I know I can go to a strip club, possibly, most likely. But
there's a lot of there's a lot of I don't need to tell anybody this, but I'm gonna tell everybody this. There's a lot of company expenses that companies get away with. All right, that you would be like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding? Like really?
yeah, I could see that.
Oh yeah.
It's like the idea it's team building and like maybe according to is this why the Switch 2 Oh my God. Is this why the Switch 2 took so long to release? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm starting this rumor right now. Exactly. Entertaining clients. Exactly. And they write it off as an expense. Yep. We're talking drugs. We're talking booze. We're talking girls. Oh yeah. All companies, all of them do it. All of them.
Because like you could understandably take out petty cash, and the thing is, regardless, you should be redeeming receipts. But I'm sure big companies like that, they,
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, this girl's boobs are very distracting. Also, she has pink eyebrows.
She does have pink eyebrows. That was the other thing I noticed too. One, they're too fluffy for her face. It doesn't quite. I don't know if it's because of the bangs or what, but they're distracting. They don't quite fit on her face for some weird reason. Two, they're pink. There's a lot happening here.
I feel like you know what it is. I feel like the bangs are not real. It's a clip.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. Either way, I don't
Because
know.
whose bangs go that far back right here?
Mhm.
Like right here. Look how
Yeah.
far they are.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
It could be a clip. I don't know.
Yeah. Do ladies of the night give receipts? No.
No, it just shows up on your charge account as something. And if you get the right place, depending on the clientele, it'll show up as like, I don't know,
Oh
you're
my
hiring
God.
ladies of the night, but it shows
Uh,
up as like a pizza place.
do you remember what's that website that was made for cheating?
Ashley Madison.
Yeah. It would show up on receipts as not Ashley Madison, right? I
Yeah.
remember an
What
article
did it
came
show
out.
up as? Pizza? I
Whatever.
don't remember now.
But if they're smart, they'll do something like that, right?
Yeah. Like there's a gentleman's club. I don't know if the one in Vegas does this, but there's a gentleman's club in, is it California? Maybe it is the Vegas one. Anyway, it's called the Library, and that's what it shows up as, like the library. So on your receipt, or
Look,
it shows up as like library books or something like that. It
I
shows up
mean,
like that.
you can name your company anything you want. It's a smart plan.
I mean, the movies at the hotels. It's only very recently that movies have started actually telling you what the movies are. They usually just say movie. Yeah, and you have to know the prices. So like a normal movie is, let's say a normal movie is $7. A kid's movie might be $4 or $3 or whatever. But the adult movies are $20 at least. So it would say movie, it wouldn't tell you what they were, but if you knew the prices, or you had a suspicion or whatever, like it's you could tell by their prices, but they never said, 2 girls, 1 bathroom or whatever on it. It's or whatever. It just said movie charge $20, movie charge $13, movie charge, whatever. So you can totally cover it. It's fine. And the finance departments for the most part don't need line items, although that's changed, I think, over the years because of all this online debauchery. So I guess that depends on the company you are in, because I know the company I worked for, we required.
Now,
we
do
required line
hotels still
receipts.
have adult movies? This is a good
Yeah.
question. I have no idea.
Yes, they do.
I know one of the crazy parts is that you can rent movies out at hotels. I'm like, oh, why would you do that? It's like $30 to rent a movie.
They're so
It's crazy.
expensive. They do, and they do have or at least a Venetian. No, actually, what am I saying? They all do. They all have these what they call intimacy kits.
What the heck is that?
It's $60, and it's this box probably about this big, and in it is condoms, wet wipes, sometimes fluffy handcuffs, lube. Yeah, and it's like this little. I'm trying to think of what was in ours: condoms, lube, wipes, like cleansing wipes. I think ours had
Oh my
fluffy
God.
handcuffs. I'm pretty sure. And something else that I can't think of off the top of my head now, but it was like $60, and it's this little box. It's the black box. You ever stay at the Venetian or Palazzo?
A whip?
No,
Is
not
it
a whip. Nothing like that.
So it's cuffs, condom, lube.
Yeah, condom, lube.
Trying to think of what would be common. Oh, blindfold.
Oh, maybe it was like a piece of fabric or something, maybe. But yeah, it was. So so if you ever stay at the Venetian Palazzo, they're gonna sue me. It's the black box on top of your counter where all the snacks are. Don't touch it. It's if you pick it up, it's on a weight sensor. If you pick it up, it'll trigger an automatic charge.
I've never touched
those. Yeah, it's $60, and it shows up on the receipt as the intimacy kit. We all know what you were doing. Okay.
I have no idea. Tugs.
Yeah.
Tugs. When we stayed at the Venetian, was there a black box?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. It's in the fridge?
Snack on the counter. No, it's on top, on the counter where the fridge is, on top of the countertop on that same area is like the snack. Remember all the snacks? There was it's a black box. Sometimes it's purple, but it's either black or purple.
That's insane. Grabther says time for a Bible break. I'm so sorry.
There you go.
I'm so sorry, Grabther. I'm learning so much too, evildoer. I had no idea hotels did this. To be honest, I thought you just go to the gift shop and like
you can do
they
that
have
too, yeah.
Sunscreen, they have all that.
Subtle. If you want it more subtle, or you need it on a different expense report. But if you pick the boxes, if you pick anything up in the Venetian, most of the hotels on the strip are like this. It's on a weight. So
I'm too scared to touch it for reasons.
the second you pick it up, it automatically charges to your bill. And if you don't think about it and you don't think to review your bill before checkout and you get emailed a copy and your wife or your husband or your whatever sees that receipt, it'll say flat on there, intimacy kit.
Yeah.
The movies will say movie, but the intimacy kit says
That is insane. Oh my God.
Yep.
Well, I'm learning.
You can't,
Wow.
don't move it. Even if you pick it up and put it right back, it triggers.
If you hit your fridge, you could charge the whole fridge to yourself.
Yes, if you bump into the fridge too hard, because the bottles will jiggle. They're
Mhm.
very sensitive.
Yeah. I made sure because you told me that the first time because we were staying at the Venetian after you had worked at the Venetian. And I was like,
Don't touch it.
yeah, no. 'Cause those things cost so much. A bottle of alcohol or drink
Yeah.
would be like $15.
Yep, and the Venetian Palazzo fridges, at least when I worked there, I don't know if this has changed, but they're full. So they're an amenity fridge because it's a Venetian Palazzo are considered a high-end hotel. So they're not empty refrigerators. So we would have all time, I can't tell you how many times, and people would come down and be like, no, I just emptied everything out to put my own stuff in. We brought snacks, we brought our own things or whatever, which everybody does. You bring water, you bring whatever, and we'd have to take them off one by one by one. And it's that fridge, if you get the whole fridge to trigger, it's probably, I think it was like $300 something for the
Oh
whole
my
refrigerator.
God.
Because there's liquor in there too. It wasn't just water bottles and like juices. There's liquor bottles in there, and we up those charges like nobody's business. Yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't.
God.
We've had people be like, "But I picked it up and I put it right back down." Yeah, nope. The second you bump it and it comes off its sensor, it immediately charges. So just be careful.
It's a good system in theory,
It is.
but then you get
yeah.
dum-dums that don't know, like me, if you didn't tell me. But anywho.
And paid by company expense to connect. What do you think that? Or do you think this count as cheating?
Yes.
Let me know your opinions. And if you want to know more about why cheating while being in a relationship is very common things in Japan, let me know as well. In Japan,
Cheating is cheating, no matter what. It's just accepted by this culture.
I like how
We're
she's
connecting.
Like, they're connecting.
We're connecting. This is scissoring, but with 5.
This is my new way to be like, we need to connect.
We're not doing this enough.
I miss our personal time together. Obviously, John, we all know the majority of Japanese women don't have big boobs. Okay, it's a cultural thing.
There's a few. There's a few
exceptions, not the rule.
Yeah.
Just like white girls don't generally have big juicy booties. That's a black girl thing.
Play Mario Kart Connect that way.
You want us to connect, Grandpa? Are you sure?
I mean, that's how the Switch controllers connect, right? It's magnetic, I thought. Oh, all right. Okay. Now we're going to get to the pièce de résistance. Now, Ozempic dick.
Ozempic. Honey, we're talking about Ozempics.
So apparently people who have been taking Ozempic have been reporting that their peens are getting bigger. And not just because of the weight loss. Because that was the
Slander
first
and lies.
Well, okay. When you get fat, you have your tummy here, you have the dangly thing. When you get fat, it will literally come out and shorten your peen, your little dangly thing. Sorry. It shortens it, okay? We're connected.
We're connecting.
So that's how I thought, the peen was gonna get bigger.
Ozempic is just gonna get even more expensive. I know. Can you guys stop writing articles, please? I'm trying to get some for cheap.
So this is I picked this on purpose because I thought it'd be funnier, Barstool Sports and all. I've seen the story or this claim that makes the rounds a couple of times before. Just yesterday, the New York Post published an article on it yet again. There's a thought going around from Ozempic patients that the popular weight loss drug has increased the size of their dick. Ozempic penis, they call it. I like Ozempic better.
Yeah, me too.
Not only does injecting yourself with glutamine once per week curbs your appetite, resulting in miracle weight loss and more Skeletor-esque facial features. But it also makes your penis bigger. Keep in mind, this is specifically for men. Damn it! Those trans men. They maybe could have had a bigger pee-pee. Who already have a penis. It does not mean women who take Ozempic will grow a penis. If you're looking to dominate a California girls' high school sports, you'll have to do it the old-fashioned way by filling out a form. I do not know if female Ozempic patients claim their girl bits get bigger. As far as unintentional PR for your company goes, the side effect of bigger penis is about as good as it gets. Obviously, Ozempic isn't going to put out any statements denying such a claim. That would be insane. But when I've seen this claim, I've always been under the impression that it's BS, because the cases in which people claim significant growth are all situations the guy drops something like 75 pounds of fat. When you lose that much weight, your circulation improves, meaning there's more flow to your pee-pee. Also, the pelvic fupa fat around your groin starts to disappear, which naturally makes your pee-pee appear larger than it was when you were a big fatty fat.
Big fat fatty.
Like I said, Barstool Sports bringing it. The quotes I'm seeing from the New York Post article, i.e. people in Reddit, there are people out there who are convinced that their dick growth is far more than just the weight loss. Now, remember, this is not me saying it. This is Redditors. I recently measured myself down there and noticed I gained about 1 inch. Now, I think people will say it was because of the fat loss. However, at the time I measured myself 4 years ago, I was thinner. The man claimed I also bone pressed during measurement before, and also this time. Has anyone else noticed this change in themselves? What's a bone press?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what that means. I don't want to know.
So weird. So weird.
Oh, the chat is mad because Barstool Sports spelled FUPA wrong, which he did. It's FUPA.
What did they spell it? Oh, FOOPA.
FUPA.
Fupa. Fupa.
That sounds like something that's from a FUPA, like Star Wars character.
Oh my god. Oh. Yes, another Redditor responded, I gained 1.5 inches in length. No joke. Like you, I obviously know how long I was before I got very fat. Then after about 7 months on tirzepatide, in my case, I gained 1.5 inches in length. Definitely not all from weight loss. Well, good for you. I don't think this is a good idea to take Ozempic just to make your
here's the thing
bigger.
though, this is where I would be curious, these guys that have these actual measurements, assuming we're taking at face value, okay, assuming that they are correct and that they've gained 1 inch to 1.5 inches in size on your Zempies, did you actually work out? And if so, that means that your testosterone kicked back in, because when you're big fat fatty lazing around, you were losing testes. You're losing your testes in one way. Okay, so what is going to help with growth in your pee-pee? Testosterone. I'm just throwing that out there. It's not the Ozempic, it's the fact that you actually decided to go to the gym and pick up a weight. If they didn't do that, then I've got nothing. I don't know.
I really don't know how else besides the weight loss would give you some inches there, possibly maybe 1 inch at most. Someone said that the blood flow. Oh God, evildoer. I didn't need to know that.
Guys, just go to the gym. I say that as somebody who's not been to the gym, but go.
The side effects of Ozempic is not good. With the bone loss, it's not worth it. You want bone loss for boner gain? No.
Well, and your muscle loss too, which is a big thing too. Like people are literally fighting for their lives. The amount of protein intake you have to keep up with, it's actually kind of comical, because there's a lot of those people, especially the women that are going on Ozempic, were like, I couldn't fathom eating 100 grams of protein a day, like to do the weight loss, the natural way of it. Then on Ozempic, they're forced to actually try and consume that much, because otherwise they're losing all of their muscle mass and their bone. So like, you had just done that to begin with.
Yeah. So first off, that seems like a lot of dick measuring. Obviously, I know the exact size of my penis at all different weights and climates. Is this really an obvious thing? I mean, of course, I have a rough idea that my dick is somewhere between 10 to 14 inches flaccid. That's too
Stop it.
big. But I don't know it down to the decimal. Has anyone else been keeping a log of their dick size over the years? The good people at Ozempic must be laughing to the bank when they see stories like this. Free marketing doesn't get any better than this. I still don't buy it. I feel like there's so many variables that go into how long your dick is at any given length that I need more evidence than some random Ozempic user on Reddit who measured themselves a few times over the years. But if I'm Ozempic, if there's any chance that there's truth to this, I'm looking to get some hard evidence to back it up immediately. They need to find a group of already skinny men who are willing to take part in the trial, put 1,000 in-shape dudes on Ozempic for a full year and see if their dicks grow.
Yeah, I know exactly. Exactly.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but is it responsible on people who are already fit though? Like, especially with the bad side effects? I don't see this happening.
Well, that's what he's saying. Like, if you can get people to do it, which they're not going to, people who are already in shape and already fit are not going to go on the drug, you know?
Well, I mean, and then there's this line here. People are so desperate to grow their dicks that they'll blindly purchase pills from the shittiest looking websites you'll see advertised on the margins of Cornhub. If a trusted name brand drug like Ozempic can make that claim, they'll have dudes injecting triple doses into their peepees for breakfast every morning. Ozempic might become the most popular drug in the world, which is, I mean, we know how popular that, little pill is. It's supposed to be for heart medication, and look where we are now. It would actually make more money, I think, than even that. But by the way, Cialis is better. The pathway, at least to keep, than
I just got here, by the way. This is fact checked on Twitter. Is it? By who? Reddit? Or
oh,
Ozempic?
it's fact checked by Twitter. Twitter checks it, right? Right? So the concept of Ozempic penis really highlights what is arguably the cruelest twist of fate in the world. Probably the number one meanest thing God cursed the male body with. That when you gain weight, every part of your body inflates to a disgusting size, except for your penis. Your gut flops over your waist, your butt spills from your jeans, your fingers transform into andouille sausages.
Yeah.
Your jawline balloons up as it fills with bacon grease and loose mashed potatoes. You grow a voluptuous pair of woman tits. Quite literally, the only part of your body, other than maybe your eyeballs, that doesn't grow when you gain weight is your penis. In fact, it shrinks. It's the most unfair thing in the entire world. God just couldn't stand to throw fat people a single bone. While every part of your body that you wish would remain slim gets fatter, that one part that people would kill to have fattened up just shrinks into itself. It retreats into the body. It's so mean. Of all the effed up mysteries of the universe, this one might take the cake. Now, women find the same thing. When I gain weight, it's not in my boobs and butt.
No, it's not where it counts. No, it is in my butt, but not in a good way. It's like a cottage cheese way. And my butt goes like this instead of like this.
Yeah.
And my boobs don't get any bigger. The area around them though does, like this area right here. So like when you wear a tank
Sydney
top,
Sweeney, by the way.
it spills up over.
Have you seen the article? Sydney Sweeney's gained 30 pounds in like workout weight.
Oh, yeah,
And
from her boxer
it went to her boobs and her butt.
Must be nice, bitch. What is it like being God's favorites? I would like all of the favorites of God to weigh in, please.
I would like to see what her like before and after pictures are, just to kind of compare the two.
I wonder if they have any yet.
Out of curiosity. Not that I've seen, but poor Ben. Apparently, I don't know if this is we're not a medical advice channel. Apparently, if you take Ozempic, your pee-pee might grow bigger. Might.
Don't do it, guys.
I would not recommend it.
It's gonna, you know what a side effect of Ozempic is though, I'm pretty sure, is ED. So
oh really?
Bigger pee-pee, but it's not gonna work. Good luck.
Oh. I know Philip Chan has started using Ozempic, or at least considering it.
Oh, was that where no, there's no community.
That's where I learned about this. Thanks, Philip. All drugs are safe and effective when they're making billions of dollars. Yep. I mean, is it hard to get Ozempic nowadays? I don't even know.
I don't think so. But you don't get the pure Ozempic. I think they stopped giving the pure Ozempic like the actual name brand of it, to unless you're diabetic, everybody else gets the Trizet or the whatever that was in the article you just read, the Trizepatide. That's an off-brand Zempies. I have a couple of friends that are on that.
Interesting.
Triglyceride,
Interesting.
triazepatide, whatever the heck it's called.
Yep.
Works just as
know.
well.
I don't
She's
know
very,
what
very
it,
skinny.
I don't know how to say it. It's a very weird set of
I think
syllables.
it's Trizepatide. I think something like that. I don't know.
We got Staccato worth $10 says, just do the Indiana Jones thing and replace it with a bag of sand.
Not gonna work.
If you're
Not gonna
fast
work.
enough, it has to be really, really, really quick. Staccato. I believe in you though. Got the dentist hands. Psychotic Mongoose has gifted a Poor Choices membership to the channel. Thank you so much, Psychotic Mongoose.
Yay, Mongoose.
And Staccato with another $10 says Ozempic dick is nonsense. You can make the same claim if you trim the head.
Exactly. Shave your balls, guys. You know what will make your pee-pee look bigger? Shaving.
Psychotic Mongoose with 5 British pounds says, I might just need to make this clip of this section, I think.
Yeah.
You probably should. But I don't want you to. I don't want you to. I guess speaking of balls.
Oh no.
Anyways, speaking of balls, I just thought this was a funny clip.
I'm going to drain your nuts because I have just found out that your special juice contains more than 30 grams of protein. Like more than a protein shake. I don't have to make one when I get home from the gym. With you, I have an endless supply. I'm going to save so much money.
I don't think that's correct. Technically. But hey, the lucky dude.
How about I Google it? I'm Googling it. Watch out, Bruce. I need you to move your cute little furry picture.
So what comes out, you actually get a little bit of sugar. They have it was like sucrose in the fluids, but I don't think it's that much protein.
All right. AI Google says that the average amount of protein in baby juice is approximately 5 grams per 100 milliliters, which translates to about 0.25 grams of protein per explosion, as the average volume of baby juice is around 5 milliliters.
And the thing is, she must have been told by someone.
Oh, her math is not mathing.
She believes it. The lucky bastard who told her must have been her
Good
boyfriend.
for her, though. You go, girl. Get that protein.
I'm not hating on her. I'm just saying that it's factually incorrect.
Baby juice.
Wow, Staccato with the $10 says, I feel so disrespected when girls treat me like a cow.
Give us
well,
the
I guess
milk.
girls should stop doing that, okay? Girls, don't. I can't say it.
Evildoers like
Oh, don't. No, I can't say it.
So close.
Don't treat Staccato like a cow, okay?
Listen, it's still a good amount of protein, okay? If you need that little bit of protein to get you over your goal for the day, there you go.
Yeah, guys, I just need 0.5 grams of protein. Let me just work at it.
You got back-to-backsies? Let's go.
Hey! Oh my god. All right.
Nightmare says wood.
Cosmopolitan. I love you, Cosmopolitan. There's some crazy articles that I get from them. But remember back in the day when it's like top sexy things to do to a man to make them fall in love with you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Those are the good days.
Those are the good days. Though it was more fun. Now, we're getting articles like this. When guys get turned on when you orgasm, why guys get turned on when you orgasm and why that's a bad thing. And I love this
in 2017. Right.
Apparently this is the early days of feminism, fourth wave feminism. Of course, guys manage to turn your orgasm about themselves. Now, hey, as a girl, I would want a dude to want to do that to me.
Yeah.
Do I get? It's like it's mutually beneficial, if anything. Why is that a bad thing? Anyways, it's not enough that men are already having more orgasms than women. Depends on the woman. To make matters worse, a new study published in the Journal of Sex Research found, aside from deriving pleasure from their own orgasms, obviously, men also derive a specific sort of masculine pleasure from making female partners orgasm. The researchers in the study, Sarah Chadwick and Sari Van Anders, referred to this incredibly predictable phenomenon as masculinity achievement. Actually, that makes sense. Masculinity achievement. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I imagine a masculinity achievement looks something like Super Mario punching a coin out of one of those floating boxes in the video game.
What?
Okay, so what do you call, like, if you cook a really nice dinner and you are happy that someone is enjoying the dinner? Do you call that feminine achievement?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. Why can't we both mutually benefit from this, okay? Why do you have to ruin it and say it's a bad thing? The men don't want to do it. They'll say it's toxic masculinity, guys. But I want it. The study gathered 810 men to read a story where they had to imagine an attractive woman either did or did not orgasm during sex with them. Each man was then asked to rate their sexual esteem and the extent to which they'd feel masculine after experiencing the scenario. The results are what you'd expect. Men felt more masculine and felt higher self-esteem than they imagined when they imagined a woman owing during sex with them. These results suggest that a woman's O do function, at least in part, as a masculinity achievement for men. I think that, you know, as much as a woman wants to do that to a man would want to do it to a woman. Right, right. It's equality.
Yeah, I would think. Also, we're way more complicated than they are, so it's like a quest.
It's like a jumping puzzle. It's like you're trying to
make you gotta find the right switches to open the door so that you don't get squished by the ceiling that's got freaking spikes on it. Tomb Raider.
Apparently I'm wrong. What did Fresh and Fit say?
Oh God. One of these days those guys are gonna be muted and it's gonna be a great day.
Yeah. Let's be clear, there's nothing wrong with feeling good about making your partner feel good, in this case, owing. It's nice to bring pleasure to your partner, but the researchers point out a sexist flaw in the masculinity boost thing. Despite increasing focus on women's O, research indicated that the increased attention to women's O may also serve men's sexuality, complicating conceptualization of women's O as women-centric, researcher wrote.
I'm tired of this grandpa.
So
basically what they're saying is they're saying that it's not actually the drive to pleasure their woman that's making them do it. It's the fact that they are going to feel accomplished is why they're doing it. Who cares?
The result is that a woman owes. Is that a bad thing? In a separate statement from Chadwick and Van Anders, they explained why it's a bad thing for men to gain masculinity points for bringing female partners to owing. One reason is that it might pressure some hetero men to feel like they have to give a woman O's, as if owing is something men pulled out of a hat and presented to a woman. They wrote, this ties to the cultural idea of women as passive recipients of whatever men give them. Not very true. If you have good communication between your man and woman, what you want to do is tell the man how to unlock the keys for that O, right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And why is that a bad thing? That they have,
because it's not about them anymore. It's not about the girl anymore. Now it's about the
Isn't
guy.
it like the quest? Don't you want to have the quest and finish it as, you know?
Yeah.
It frustrates me that researchers saying it's a bad thing because it's the end result, no matter what, is still the same. It's the idea. It's like guys who are not clean, but their woman is clean. So to quiet a woman down, some guys will just stay clean because it's easier that way instead of wanting to keep a house clean because they want it clean because they don't really care. The end result is still the same. The house is clean. Is that a bad thing?
Right? Who cares? I don't understand why this
Like,
is
do you have to be
bad.
mad at a dude just because he wants to make you happier
Ugh.
instead of doing the thing that he usually likes doing? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's only doing it because, according to these people, he's only doing it because it makes him feel good, not solely because it makes you as the woman feel good. Is what the impression I'm
This is
getting.
this is backwards feminism talking
It
points.
really isn't that hard.
Yeah.
Mm.
They also mention another sexist O trope: women feeling pressured to fake O's in order to appease a male partner, or in their words, to protect men's feelings. For women to have sex with male partners, the pressure to O is a relatable feeling. Hence, all the faking we know is going down in hetero bedrooms all over the country.
I would argue that most of the faking is going on because women are in a rush.
Rush, they're tired, or they haven't communicated on what. Maybe
Yeah.
they don't even know how to O.
Yeah, that could
So
be.
they
It's not easy in there. Okay, we didn't choose this life. We didn't choose the complicated life. I'm gonna blame
I
Eve
would
for
like
that one.
for it to be very easy, you
I
know.
would love it for. I would love that. I would love that. Also, faking it, and if your man finds out you've been faking it, that hurts
don't think
worse
they would.
than
Yeah.
not just being like, I don't know. It's not working.
Researchers draw a fairly frightening conclusion from the research findings: when women's O begin to serve as a masculinity achievement for male partners, the O cease to be about women's liberation or sexual pleasure. But is it not if they actually O? It's still about that.
Right? Who cares?
They
my
just
God.
become another opportunity for men to flex or shore up their sense of masculinity. And hey, guys, I know men are more physical in that aspect of their own finish, but there might actually be a mental aspect into helping them finish. And if that helps him finish, isn't that all? Are we all winning?
I'm tired, Grandpa.
Sorry. We're making this more difficult than anything. These men, therefore, are more likely to view women's O as a notch on the bedpost of their manliness. Researchers end their statement with an encouragement for men to think of O's less as an achievement to be unlocked and truly view them for what they are: tiny little pleasure explosions that should be enjoyed frequently by male partner or female
That's
partners.
literally what they want. That's literally
That
what
is the
they
same
think of
thing.
them as.
Literally the same thing.
That is what men think of them as. Little pleasure explosions that should be enjoyed frequently by their girls because they like it too. What?
Honestly, these researchers just need to stop it.
Should we take bets on whether or not Hannah, the author of this article, is single?
Blue-haired. Wait, what?
Should
Sorry,
we guess?
pink-haired.
Should we take a guess on whether or not she's got a bunch of
Oh,
boyfriends and a
well,
bunch of sexual partners?
the editor of this, well, I don't know about the researchers, but the editor or the writer of this is by the editors.
There's a lot of
So
yelling in
it's
the
like a
background.
group effort, or is it AI? I don't know. Mate says that's what we want her for. Yeah, that's all they want a girl for. Crazy, right? Crazy.
The stupid article assumes no men actually love their women, only see ladies as as trophies. Hannah can kiss my butt. Yeah.
Well, I agree. Because guess what? Some people just want to do nice things for their partner, okay? And yes, if
win's
they
a
get
win.
pleasure in it, why is that a bad thing? Isn't it mutually beneficial? Don't we want to
Win's a
all
win,
want?
guys. Winning is winning.
You know, I like winning. So, mate for $5 says, "What can I say? I'm an achievement hunter." I love that. I love that.
We all grew up on video games, okay?
Yep. Yep. Staccato, holy crap, has gifted 50
And I got one.
Poor Choices memberships.
And I got one.
Nice.
I don't know why I wasn't a
Congratulations.
member before, being an admin of the channel, but who knows?
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Staccato. Holy crap.
Thank you, Staccato. Speaking of winning,
What? Oh, Staccato.
everybody's winning.
Yup. I appreciate you, Staccato, so freaking much. Psychotic Mongoose didn't get one. Well, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
Mongoose can gift himself a sub on every channel but this one.
Oh God. Well,
Mongoose, you can have mine.
Can we regift? I didn't
don't
get one
know.
either, says Staccato. But
Oh,
you're a
now
member
the
in my heart.
irony. I
You're-
don't know if
I-
you can regift.
I literally have tattooed members on the members. This is you guys
Bananas.
on my arm. I love my bananas.
Don't forget
So-
your tan lines. Don't forget your tan lines.
Oh yeah, that's true. And damn, Cajun Corey just sneaking in with 5 memberships.
Oh, come on, Mongoose.
So
Oh,
many
so
memberships.
close, Mongoose.
Damn, you guys are so crazy. Thank you guys so much for this.
Thank you, guys.
I hope our feminine pleasure of enjoying these membership gifting.
Yeah.
You
it's
guys
all
should
about
not
you
take
guys.
pleasure in that.
No, especially the majority of you in the chat are men. How dare you? Enjoy
How
this.
dare you? You guys are disgusting. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, Tugs, this
Yeah.
is not a bad time to kind of wrap things up. What do you got going on over the next few days?
Morning roast tomorrow, and then I need to get off my fat booty and actually record videos while Duke's sleeping in the mornings.
You'll get
I have
there.
so
You'll
many
get there.
videos to record, and I'm like, ah. Anyway, so at some point I'll have content. I don't know what they'll be about. Probably reaction stuff because that's easiest for me. But we have morning roast tomorrow. That's all I got.
Very, very excited for it. For myself, tomorrow morning roast, sometime in the daytime after morning roast, I'm going to play Expedition 33, probably right after roasts, and hopefully finish Act 2. I had this little sliver of health and then went into a cutscene. I've practiced fighting that boss, the last boss I was fighting the paintress. And hopefully I can do that right away. But I mean, that's the goal of the game. Okay, I'm sorry. So
It's fine. I'm behind. It's fine.
And then in the evening, playing, I think, Dune Awakening or Saints Row with Kara. We'll figure it out. And then, of course, chat, thank you guys so much. You guys, I don't know who it was or what it was, but there have been more bids on the blanket. So I appreciate whoever joined in.
Kara came in here and said, I'm going to win that blanket. And I told the chat, I was like, you guys got a competition. You better step it up.
Yeah. So thank you, because we're at 138.80 right now. Holy crap. So just so you all know,
professional pictures.
Oh, I mean, it's on. This is the chair I used to actually stream on in this room before
It
I
looks
changed.
so professional.
Yeah, I mean the blanket's nice. I've used it a few times. I slept in it over the last
You gotta make a tag
3 days
for it before you ship it out. Make a tag on there that says like "with love, X-ray girl" or "X-ray made by X-ray girl" or something on it.
Well, maybe I'll just write a personalized note. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, something on
Yeah.
it so that people know that it's yours.
Yes, Frog Finance. I've slept in it. This is the draw. Although I have to say it's pretty good work, but the draw should be that I slept in it.
She slept in it naked too.
I didn't. I was
In your
naked under my
underwear.
clothes. How dare you?
She was wearing underwears.
She
She was just wearing it at the beginning of the stream
know.
too. If you go back to the
Mate.
beginning of the stream, Frog, it's in her lap.
Yeah,
even.
I was wearing it. I'm gonna be sleeping with it tonight. It's actually the perfect blanket for this house. So, that's my phone, not a shadow or a stain. Okay, this is shade. It was shade. Okay.
Too many O conversations.
Yeah. So I honestly, like I said, I love this blanket. It's a very nice blanket, very well made, in my opinion. Definitely
Not that
better
you're
than my
biased
first.
or anything.
So, yeah. Hopefully, whoever gets it next week, Friday, it's closed. So there's still time. But yeah, thanks, guys. It's very fun.
I got
love that you're laughing. But we'll see you next week, Wednesday. I will be in the States.
Yay!
And hopefully making good choices. Maybe some poor choices. We'll see.
Not
All right.
never. Good choices are never being made in the United States. Have you seen LA?
Oh God. I mean, that whole thing. I mean, so we had like Palestine protests here. I'm very vastly disappointed. I don't mind that you protest. That's not a huge deal to me. I think, do your thing. But I was disappointed. There was an emergency, like a ambulance with someone, you know, in the ambulance, emergency medical stuff. They had to drive the ambulance around the protest and not through, because through would be faster.
Because
So
they're blocking the road.
protests make a higher priority than a life. Something very acute. I mean, you know, I understand protests, you know, we all want to do that, but also if someone's dying, like, have some sympathy.
They make way for the ambulance, guys. You can part your little C.
Yeah.
You're blocking the road.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, stop blocking the road. I agree with that. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for the donations, the super chats, the memberships. This was insane. And I
Thanks,
hope
hon.
I would say I owe Staccato a shot for next time. It just came at the end and I didn't want to be drunk for later, not during the stream. So maybe we'll figure something out, Staccato. Yeah. All right. Have a good night. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.